When it comes to being a standout authority in your industry, content is king. Whether you want to attract new clients or land major media opportunities that are sure to elevate your brand, it all starts with creating content. That's why in this week's episode of the Online Business Clinic podcast, we're talking about 7 reasons why you need to start creating insightful, relevant, up-to-date content that is sure to mega boost your business. So, hang tight. Hey there, thanks for joining me. This is your host, online marketing expert, and business growth strategist, Molly Ann Luna, and you're listening to episode number 33 of the Online Business Clinic podcast, 7 reasons why you need to start creating content for your business today. And if you're a first-time listener, welcome. This is the place to be to help you build a profitable and portable business. Now, it's my style to keep things as concise as possible and to give you step-by-step actions. I love to give you bullet points. So without further ado, let's jump into those 7 reasons why you need to start making content creation a top priority in your business. Number 1, it exhibits your expertise. Now, one way that you can highlight your expertise is by creating content. This has got to be relevant, insightful content that actually makes sense, that's answering questions that your prospective clients have. So when I'm talking about content here, I'm talking about creating, whether it's blog posts, whether it's podcast episodes, much like you're listening to here today, or if it's video content. Any one of these mediums will work wonders. It's just a matter of putting together a clear and concise message, answering those key critical questions that your prospective clients who are out there currently searching for the answer to the problem that you and your business solve. Answering those questions is going to help set you up as an expert. Focusing your time and energy and resources, creating informed content with your unique point of view, this is going to convey to those prospective clients that you know your stuff, that you are up to date on the latest trends in your industry, and it's going to help set you up as the go-to authority in your lane, ultimately exhibiting your expertise. Reason number 2, creating content regularly curates your credibility. Building a rock-solid relationship between your business and your clients is an absolute must. We as humans, we are emotional creatures. As much as we want to pride ourselves on thinking logically and making logical decisions, every decision, especially when it becomes a buying decision, is rooted in some form of an emotion. And the only reason we ever pull out our credit cards and decide to do business with other people is because we feel like we know them, we like them, we trust them. And when we find a business with a strong KLT factor, we become very loyal customers. An example in my own life is BMW. I started driving my first BMW about 9 years ago. Before that, I drove a Nissan Maxima, and I thought, well, what's the big deal, right? Like a car's a car. As much as I want to say that I chose to drive the BMW for a logical reason, it was the emotion behind it. It was the fact that it is a company with credentials behind it, a proven track record, if you will. And the salesman and ultimately sold me on the idea because I knew that I wanted to have kids and I wanted to have a vehicle that handled well and that I felt like would be safe. And so I totally made the decision off of emotion and then tried to justify it. And since then, I have been a very loyal customer to BMW. Every 3 years going in to renew my lease, getting to drive, the latest model. And up until just recently, I've had a wonderful relationship with them. Now, this is going off topic just a bit, but recently my husband accidentally just scratched the back right corner panel of the car and just took off a layer of paint. It really doesn't look like that big of a deal. And when he took it into the BMW dealership, they're like, oh yeah, our guys have got to fix this. And they said, well, send a quote to our insurance company and we'll get it fixed. And they came back with a quote of $9,000. And I don't know that much about cars, but from what I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, this is only, I don't know, a $30,000 car. How could this little paint scratch cost a third of that? And my husband and I both agree, like we feel like that they are doing a disservice to another company that we know, like, and trust, which is USAA. And I have been a member of USAA for, I think, nearly 15 years now. And so they have an even stronger KLT factor, right? I know and I like and I trust them even more so. And so unfortunately, here in the next couple of months, I guess, I'm going to say goodbye to my German engineering. I'm going to be turning in my lease. I'm going to be driving a different type of vehicle because they've lost their credibility and their trust with me. It's a little bit off topic, but I just share that as a personal example of we are emotional creatures, and myself included. I am no different from your buyers out there, that we choose to buy from those people that we feel like we really know. And so if you are in business, I don't care what the business is, you need to be curating content regularly, because putting together reliable content, ideally speaking to your prospective clients on your email list at least once a week, over time, you're going to activate the compound effect and you're going to be building trust with these prospective clients. You're going to be curating that credibility. And I want you to keep in mind, though, when you're coming up with the type of content you're going to create for them, don't just simply talk about the products and the features or the services that you offer. So, for example, BMW, I could care less about the horsepower or the torque. I don't even know if that's a thing, or anything. But when I went to buy my first BMW, which was an I think it was an X5, maybe it was an X3. I don't remember. It was so long ago. But it was a sports utility vehicle. All I cared about was, can I fit my skis in the back? Is there room for a stroller? Is there room for a car seat? Can my dog fit in there? Where's the cup holders, right? Like, I just want to know how it's going to mold into my life, the type of transformation, how I will feel. And so the picture that they painted for me was motherhood, right? And so that is what ultimately led to my buying. It wasn't all of the bells and whistles and the features, how much gas the gas tank held. It was that transformation or that feeling, that status, if you will, of like who I will become because of working with that particular company. So in your content creation, you want to be focusing on this, be talking about the transformations to your prospective clients who will be making a decision whether or not they want to do business with you. Okay, moving on. Number 3, the third reason why you should be creating regular content for your business is that it helps you stand out, especially in the online world. Okay, the internet's amazing. It connects us globally, and there is a ton of content out there, and I'm sure that you've seen it, especially in your area of expertise. There's probably 1,000 or 1,000,000 or hundreds of millions of other people doing what you do. But by adding your own spin, adding your own point of view, it can help you stand out, especially if you have your website set up properly, which is an episode we talked about, I think 2 episodes ago, where we talk about really optimizing your search availability through your website. So using strong titles, using keywords inside of your copy or the text of what it is you're sharing. Make sure that you're choosing words that you know people are probably typing into Google with questions. How do I burn belly fat? How do I get rid of a headache naturally? And maybe the answer is essential oils. And so you're going to want to make sure to include organic or healthy or essential oils in your copy. Help those people out there who are actively searching for the answers that only you can provide. And yeah, I know other people are providing them, but only you can provide them in the way that you can provide them. Make it unique, and doing so will definitely help you stand out online. Number 4, creating content regularly for your business helps to fill your funnel. Compelling content that offers helpful information can attract new prospective clients organically to your website. And this is an important component of your overall marketing strategy. Now, filling up the top of your marketing sales funnel, this is called the discovery phase. This is where you are giving more people the opportunity to decide if they would like to learn more from you, and ultimately taking them through the customer journey experience, through your marketing sales funnel, through the nurture phase, through the buying phase, and ultimately having them do business with you. Content, it helps to show off your business to a wider audience, and it can serve as a means of spreading awareness within your market. So reason number 4 is that it helps to fill your funnel. Moving on, reason number 5, creating regular content sets your business apart. creating this content and actually can help define your USP or your unique selling proposition. Now, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go back, listen to episode number 7, and you'll get clued in. I also have a success worksheet with that one that you can download, and it can really help you define your USP. But as your business grows, your carefully crafted content that reflects your unique point of view and the vision that you have, it can show those new prospective clients what sets your business apart from others in your industry, making you more relevant, making you more reliable. Because let's say, for example, you're a personal trainer. There are tons of personal trainers out there, but what is it about you that sets you apart? I don't know necessarily by just visiting your social media profile or by visiting your website. What I will find out is if you create a regular podcast, if you write regular blog articles in your own voice, if you do regular Facebook Lives or post videos on YouTube. Now I have the opportunity to get to know you, to get to like you, get to trust you, and really say, oh, you know what? She helps women who just had babies, who are postpartum, lose those last 15 pounds of belly fat or whatever it is, get their core strength back. Whatever it is, now I know what your unique selling proposition is, who you are, who it is you serve, and why I should choose you above the rest. Reason number 6, creating regular content helps to expand your reach. People love to share content that makes them look good. So when you put together your carefully crafted content that helps to solve a problem for your ideal clients, they are more likely to go on and share that with their colleagues and friends who they know who have also been struggling with that same issue, right? So doing this, creating regular content, answering people's questions, this is only going to expand your reach. Again, kind of going back into filling the top of your funnel, right? Number 7, it won't break the bank. I hear my clients tell me all the time, but Molly Ann, I cannot afford to be hiring somebody to do this for me. And I hear you, I get it, especially if you're just starting out and you're a solo entrepreneur. I get that you think you can't afford to delegate some of these tasks, but what I want you to consider is the cost of not putting together weekly content, at a minimum weekly content. Now, if you are a bit of established business, you've got a team behind you and you're able to get out content more regularly, like twice a week or 3 times a week, all power to you. Keep going. That's awesome. That's definitely a long-term goal for any of you solo entrepreneurs out there. But I'm telling you, it won't break the bank. Creating customized content for your business, it can actually be really easy and it can be fun. And to get started, you can just send a survey to your current audience, asking them, what is it you would like to know more of? And then just start answering their top questions, whatever it is. You can do this yourself completely for free. There's amazing tools out there. You can use Google, for example, to create a quick and easy survey. Or there's SurveyMonkey. I've used that several times in the past. And just put together, hey, can I get your help real quick? I just would love to know, what is it that you're currently struggling with right now? Or what are your top questions about parenting or finances or overcoming depression? Whatever it is that you specialize in, just ask an open-ended question and then wait for your audience to respond back and then create content accordingly, just answering the question, just being of service. Now, again, you can do this for free. Or if you are able to, you can hire a team of copywriters or ghostwriter, if you will, for as little as $7 to $15 a blog. Now, this is something that I break it down for you and I show you exactly how to delegate and to get all of your content published through your iTeam. I teach you all of this inside of the Online Business Clinic membership. So if you want to take that further, dive a little bit deeper, I would highly recommend, joining us inside of the membership program. But for the sake of giving you a bird's eye view on how you can get this done pretty easily is by outsourcing that blog article. Get it written. And then grab your smartphone with your headset and just voice record yourself reading that particular article. Now all of a sudden you can turn that into a blog that you can publish on a platform like Libsyn, which is what I use. And then now that one piece of content is not only being shared on your website, it can now be sent out to many social platforms, expanding your reach to YouTube, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, and beyond. So remember that whether you're looking to book more clients, land more speaking gigs, or simply just be seen as an expert, people will only begin to listen to you when you have something of value to say. So why not get started today? Share your answers and your insights one blog post, one podcast, or one video at a time. And I'm just asking for once a week. Craft your content at least once a week, answering one of your clients' questions. It does not have to be difficult. And trust me, your perfect client, I'm telling you, they are looking for your answers right now. So do not delay. Get started today. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for hanging with me for this episode of the Online Business Clinic podcast. Now I would love to hear from you. So head over to mollyandluna.com/podcast. Go hit up the show notes for episode 33 and be sure to leave me a comment there. Or better yet, join us inside of the Legacy Leaders community where we all come together to lift one another up as we embark on our individual journeys towards achieving true wealth. Okay, and then until next week, I will see you right back here, same time, same place. Bye for now. Are you ready to build true wealth for both yourself and your future generations to come? If so, I'd like to invite you to become a legacy leader by joining us on Facebook inside of the Legacy Leaders community. This is the place to connect with heart-centered self-starters like yourself who are striving to master their minds and build a legacy. It's a place to let go of generational and cultural beliefs that have been holding you back. It's a place to reclaim your creative power, become your own boss, and build that profitable and portable business you've always dreamed of. Come create lifestyle and financial freedom with us inside of the Legacy Leaders community so that you too can live and leave your legacy.